thanks for taking the time to learn how to provide a legacy in your name and for your purposes at Mount Sinai, whether it's at the hospital or the Icahn School of Medicine. I can tell you that I have found doing this in life an exceedingly gratifying feeling. But let me go through the how I've done it, both in life and in a legacy, and then I'll explain why. So here is how I've accomplished providing assistance to scholarship funds at Sinai. There are three ways that I've performed this. One is I've fortunately have had patients that are very grateful for the help I've given them, and they've had significant resources. And it's quite impressive the amounts of money that they have given towards HUMED scholarships. It may very well be in the many millions. The second is, I have to say that I knew I wouldn't be dean forever. Gosh, I didn't want to, but the point is I knew there would be a life after deanship as a professor, and that's where I am. And I used to squirrel away monies for whatever I needed to support whatever little gigs I was going to involve myself in. Well, it turns out I squirreled away a lot of money, and because the finance people are here at Sinai make such great investments, I was overwhelmed by the amount of money that I've accumulated unwittingly. And that also went to HUMED scholarships. But finally, I arranged to support a scholarship fund for HUMEDs in my will. So I've enjoyed not only the notion that I've given in life, but I've also have the good feeling that I've provided in a way well beyond my life for support to something I value greatly. So I'll turn this session over to those that know what they're doing, and we'll tell you how to realize your dreams. Please, please consider this very seriously. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Case. My name is Elizabeth Tadaldi, and I'm the Associate Director of Plan Giving here at Mount Sinai. I am so happy to be here with you today with Angela Ost, who is the Director of Gift Planning for Cornerstone Advisors. We look forward to sharing a little bit more about endowed scholarships here at Mount Sinai and answer for you the 5 most frequently asked questions when we talk about plan giving and gift planning. In sharing a little bit more about endowed scholarships and how they work, endowed scholarships are so incredibly important and pivotal to the success of our students here at Mount Sinai. And they can be created with a gift of $100,000 or more that creates a named endowed scholarship and exists in perpetuity. Now, when I say named endowed scholarships, these can be named in honor of a mentor, friend, or a loved one, and is a wonderful way to commemorate someone or yourself of your time here at Mount Sinai. And endowed scholarships can be established with $100,000 in 3 different ways. They can be established during lifetime. It can be established exclusively in a will gift, in a bequest, or a combination of the two, where there are current use funds and also a will gift, which is known as a blended gift. And this brings us to our first frequently asked question of how can I give to Mount Sinai in my will and see the impact now? Many times we have donors who they want to give a gift in their will, but they also want to have the opportunity to see it come to fruition during their lifetime and see the positive and beneficial impact that their gift will have. And blended gifts are a great solution to that question. As I said in the previous slide, a blended gift is a very, very flexible gift in which a donor can use current use funds to establish a certain gift, and then also implement a life income vehicle or a will gift or an IRA beneficiary designation to have the other portion of that gift come in the future. So, for example, how this works with endowed scholarships, a donor can, during their lifetime, use one gift of $100,000 to create their named endowed fund here at Mount Sinai. And they could either add to it during their lifetime or have a life income gift or a will gift later that adds to that endowed scholarship. And some other great options of gifts that work together really nicely for that blended gift option are bequests with charitable remainder unit trusts, which are also known as CRTs, IRA and retirement accounts, and also IRA beneficiary designations, and charitable lead trusts. And this brings us to the second FAQ that we receive quite often here at Mount Sinai is, what effect do planned gifts have on my beneficiaries, also known as heirs in the estate planning world? Many of us have people who we want to make sure that they are taken care of in our will gift and they are appropriately allotted for and not forgotten about. But also there are passions that you have during your lifetime that you want to make sure are supported in perpetuity as part of your legacy. So planned gifts are very flexible and that they can be designed specifically to achieve your family's charitable objectives and priorities. And also in looking at the beneficiaries, also known as heirs specifically, by including a planned gift, you can have certain potential tax benefits of a reduction of capital gains, income tax, estate tax, and gift taxes. And these are also exemplified here on the right of our screen in the little pink box. And additionally, there are other really great results that occur from having a planned gift, and that it simplifies estate administration, and a will gift allows you to support multiple interests that you might have in one document. And also not to forget that when we're looking at certain types of gifts, specifically life income gifts, those provide for an immediate tax deduction for a gift that doesn't come to fruition until typically the end of a lifetime. But you as the donor are able to experience that immediate tax deduction the year that you make the gift. Now, of course, we always advise that for applicability to your own situation, that you consult with your financial and tax advisor about how this would work for you. And now looking at our next FAQ, why I just mentioned life income gifts, Angela is going to take us through really how life income gifts work in this next question.
Wonderful. Thank you, Elizabeth. So, how can I give to Mount Sinai while balancing my current financial obligations? And a wonderful way to do this is through a life income gift. There are two very popular types of life income gifts, the charitable gift annuity and the charitable remainder trust, which we will talk about in more detail in just a couple of minutes here. But to start, what is a life income gift? And a life income gift is exactly what it sounds like. It is a gift that provides income for your entire life or a period of time, depending on how you want to structure it. And then at the end of that period of time, whatever amount is left within that gift, whatever asset value, that goes back to Mount Sinai to be used dependent upon the purpose that you outlined within either your agreement or your trust document. Like Elizabeth just mentioned, life income gifts do provide an immediate tax deduction in the year that the gift was made. Charitable gift annuities can be established for one life or two lives, and charitable remainder trust can have multiple beneficiaries. Payments can begin right away for a charitable gift annuity, or they can start sometime in the future. The longer you defer a payment, the higher that payout is. So as you can see, these types of gifts are very customizable. They're flexible, and you can really do whatever you want with them. So make sure you talk to Elizabeth about what ideas you have for your specific situation. So let's take a look at an example on how a charitable gift annuity works. So here we have a donor that makes a gift of either cash or appreciated securities for a charitable gift annuity. Appreciated securities are a wonderful way to fund a charitable gift annuity, and that the reason being is that you can really spread out the taxable gain over your life expectancy. So as opposed to taking it all in year one when you sell that stock, you can actually spread it out. So dependent upon your age, it could be extended for a period of time. So they fund a charitable gift annuity, and then in return, like we mentioned earlier, you receive an income tax deduction in the year that the gift is established. You also receive an income stream. Typically, those payments are made quarterly. They can be made monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. But part of the income that you receive is tax-free up until your life expectancy. At life expectancy, the entire payment becomes taxable. Then at the end of the period, either your life or a number of years, depending on your situation, whatever amount is left within that gift goes back to Mount Sinai, and they'll use those proceeds according to the purpose that you outline within that gift annuity agreement. So next, we'll take a look at an example of a charitable remainder unit trust. And unit trusts, they are similar in some ways to a charitable gift annuity. There are some differences as well, of course. So in this example, the donor is making a gift of cash or appreciated securities. They are funding a unit trust, receiving an income tax deduction as well as regular payments. And again, typically that's made quarterly. The difference here is that the payout that you receive if you're funding a unit trust is based upon the trust document that you put in place and agree upon with Mount Sinai. So it is not dependent upon your age. It's dependent upon what you outline in that trust document. Now, the payout percentage will stay the same every year, but the payout amount will differ dependent upon the market value of that trust. So if the trust increases in value year over year, you'll receive a higher payment than the prior year. But again, if the trust decreases in value, your amount that you would receive every year would be a little bit less. And then at the end of the term period, just like with the charitable gift annuity, whatever amount is left within that trust gets to go back to Mount Sinai, and they can use it depending upon the purpose that they've outlined in the trust document. So next I'll hand it back over to Elizabeth, and she's going to talk about our frequently asked question number 4.
Thank you, Angela. That was great. And just before I let you go, for anyone out there who might be thinking of a CGA or a CRT as really interesting options, what are the differences between those two vehicles on how to get them started?
Sure. So I think the biggest difference between the two is the simplicity factor. So a charitable gift annuity is very, very easy to put into place. We have stock agreements. It is all state dependent. So it's very easy to put in place. Whereas a charitable remainder trust, you do need to sit with an attorney and draft up that trust document. One other thing I should mention about the differences between the two is the fact that typically a charitable remainder trust is funded with a higher asset value in excess of $100,000. Anything below that is typically better suited for the charitable gift annuity.
That's great. Thanks so much. So for those of you who might be thinking, I have Mount Sinai in my will and or estate plans, why should I let you know? Well, great question. The dominant reason of why we would like to know if we are included as the legacy gift in your estate plans is that we take that very seriously. We know how important it is to be included in someone's legacy and or by a will gift or a beneficiary of a charitable trust. And we would like to be able to thank you appropriately and share our gratitude and also share how much this means to our institution. Truly, planned gifts are the investment in Mount Sinai's future, and we would love the opportunity to thank you. Also, additional benefits are to make sure that our gift records are up to date and also that we know exactly how you would like your gift used and its intention. Any information that you provide to us will be kept in confidence. And certainly after you do share with us and we keep that information in confidence, if you would like that your gift is never shared and is continually remain anonymous, we can also accommodate that as well. Another benefit of letting us know that we are included in your estate plans is that all of our donors who make a gift by bequest or life income gift or an IRA beneficiary designation are eligible for membership into our Legacy Society. And our Legacy Society honors those who have created their legacy with Mount Sinai and is an esteemed group of individuals who represent the champions of our continued future and success. And we would love to share more about the other benefits that accompany Legacy Society membership. And if you have any questions about that or would like to share that we are included, please feel free to let me know. And this brings us to FAQ number 5. As I said, feel free to let me know if we are in your estate plans, and my contact information is right here. And we are here for you. If you have heard anything today that sounds interesting or you'd like to explore more, our team provides free, confidential, and personalized proposals of anything that may be of interest to you. So certainly, please feel free to utilize this contact information. I would love to hear from you and more about your Mount Sinai experience.
Thanks very much. That was extremely helpful, very edifying, and quite frankly, easy to do. These guys really can help you realize your dreams, as I've said before. But the important thing is to give, to return what Sinai has provided you in a way that is not just helpful to them, but so rewarding to yourselves. For me, it's an investment in these young people that have such a wonderful, bright future, and to realize those careers with your help. So thanks again for listening. I hope you really do something. Thanks.